Offline dating. Offline dating. Which is best, which is worse, and which one should you be spending your time on? Watch this video, because here me and my digital co-host Electra are going to break them both down for you, give you the strengths, give you the weaknesses, and help you to come to an informed decision. Let's go. Understanding dating apps. For romance in the digital age, apps like Tinder, Bumble, etc. have kind of become staples. They basically claim that it's easier for people to meet potential partners.
According to a study by the Pew Research Center, nearly 53% of adults have used a dating app or site. The main appeal:
convenience and reach. These platforms allow you to connect with people all around the world just from your phone.
You can be sitting on your couch eating Doritos, drinking mojitos, and watching Carlitos Way.
Lo siento, Carlito.
All while seducing your future ex-wife. Ah, the American dream.
But it's not all a warm, soft, sweet and sensual bed of roses. Why? Because research suggests that while apps increase the volume of interactions, they can lower the quality of connections. Short men might lie about their height, overweight women might catfish with other women's photos.
And this is not to mention the dreaded paradox of choice.
The counterintuitive conundrum most wouldn't see coming.
The international phenomenon in which women, when confronted with endless reams of choices on dating apps, become particular to the point of near insanity and end up choosing nothing.
It's like being in a candy store with thousands of flavors, but you're allergic to sugar.
Correct.
Studies show that while the average woman's profile only needs to be seen about 3 times to get one right swipe, the average man needs to receive 100 profile views to get that same swipe.
It's like trying to date while invisible, an impressive superpower, but terrible for your love life.
Part 2. The charm of traditional dating.
Now, let's switch gears to traditional dating. This method involves meeting potential partners through friends, at work, or social gatherings.
Beauty of traditional dating lies in the fact that being directly in front of someone makes you more real to them.
On an app, you're merely an image.
You are nothing.
A digital collection of zeros and ones, quite like myself. Though I must admit, I do make zeros and ones look incredibly good.
Sure.
But for humans like me and you, in person is where we truly excel, because it's where you're real, vivid and vibrant. People can feel your intoxicating energy and become enthralled by your smooth and sensual body language.
Mesmerized by the soft yet deeply resonant tones of your masculine voice.
Or they can see you trip up over your own feet.
Either way, it's memorable.
Research says that meeting someone in person allows for a rich exchange of information and a more authentic connection from the get-go.
There is also the fact that human females place a greater degree of trust on males they meet through existing social connections than those they meet online.
Indeed, many a woman have mindlessly discarded a man's profile on Tinder only to unknowingly meet that same dude at a best friend's birthday party and actually end up marrying him.
However, traditional methods of dating are not without challenge.
The pace can be slower and it can be geographically and socially limited, depending on your location and network.
Also, meeting potential partners in the real world means confronting social anxieties and fears.
Like the horror of saying something dumb with spinach stuck between your teeth.
Like having your belt snap and your jeans fall to your ankles, as everyone in attendance sees exactly what little you have between your thighs.
Most men are actually terrified by the idea of approaching sexy strangers, whether that's at bars, nightclubs, or even on the street.
Meaning that traditional dating can be an intimidating experience for many.
Part 3. Comparing the two. When we put dating apps and traditional methods side by side, each has its place depending on your lifestyle and preferences.
For instance, studies show that dating apps are particularly effective for connecting people in sparsely populated areas.
Conversely, traditional dating often leads to stronger initial connections, as noticed by studies which found that people who meet in person tend to commit more quickly and feel more secure in their relationships.
This is likely due to the phenomenon mentioned earlier, through which females place more trust on males they meet through their existing networks.
Or maybe it's because it's harder to go someone who knows where you live. Also, it must be said that dating apps are a massive source of frustration for most men and women.
It's like playing a video game on nightmare mode.
But without the save states.
The top 20% of men match and date 80% of women on dating apps, leaving the bottom 80% of men dating the bottom 20% of women.
It's like musical chairs.
But with more heartbreak and less chairs.
And it leaves most men swiping and swiping endlessly, but getting absolutely nothing for their troubles.
Like playing slot machines that only pay out in disappointment.
Exactly.
And then, when they do get matches, they are confronted with the grim prospect of having to entertain women who expect hilarity to ensue from the first message and will ghost the moment they make a single unfunny joke or grammatical error.
Women, on the other hand, are generally drowning in wave after wave of thirsty stiff.
They must wade through an endless parade of requests for half-naked pictures and unsolicited pics.
Both the average man and woman get relatively few dates from apps. Men because they can't find women to date them, and women because they can't find men they deem worthy of dating. Part 4. Which is best?
People believe that online versus traditional dating is a case of either or.
One or the other.
But it need not be that way.
Both have their place.
There is nothing stopping a man from approaching women at the bar, then checking his Hinge app at night before he sleeps. Nothing says romance quite like multitasking.
However, both genders need to know how to use apps effectively.
For instance, men must learn how to imply status, wealth, amazing personalities, social connections, and a dynamic lifestyle to create top 20% dating profiles that women can't resist.
While women must know how to create profiles that not only attract the men that they resonate with, but give those men fodder for very interesting conversations.
Some say that the necessity of the above makes online dating undesirable. But not so.
Because even more work has to be done to thrive in traditional dating. The status, wealth, amazing personalities, social connections, and dynamic lifestyles that men need to show on apps also need to be present in the real world too.
Because the women in the real world are the same as those on apps.
Meaning they're attracted to the very same things.
The difference being that while you only need a picture of you on a Bali beach on your Hinge profile to make you look like a man who travelled,
in the real world, you actually need to do the travelling to achieve the same results.
If the women in your social circle don't see you as an attractive match, they won't recommend you to their friends.
Nobody wants to watch a Netflix show with reviews.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Meaning that your social circle dating options will be limited or non-existent.
Also, any man who deep down does not see himself as worthy of women due to his personality, lack of success, looks, or anything else will not have the confidence to approach her.
And if by some miracle he did, his insecurities would kick in, sabotage his ass,
and have her run away faster than Usain Bolt at the 2012 Olympics.
Faster than Sonic running through Green Hill Act 1.
Faster than Roadrunner escaping Wile E. Coyote.
Faster than Batman disappearing when Commissioner Gordon looks away.
Faster than a DeLorean hitting 88 miles per hour.
Many experts suggest a hybrid approach, using apps to meet people while also attending events and social gatherings by day.
While also working on yourself to ensure you are an attractive option for all potential matches, whether online or offline.
As society becomes more mobile, as travel becomes more common and more people work remotely, traditional methods might evolve or blend more seamlessly with digital options, so who actually knows where the future of dating might go? Part 5. Conclusion. So to wrap this up, whether it's a case of swiping right or meeting through friends, the best approach to dating is probably the one that feels right for you.
Successful relationships are defined not by how couples meet, but by their communication and shared values.
I personally would love to hear your thoughts and experiences, so tell us, have you found love through an app or have you done it the old-fashioned way? Let a brother know.
Share your stories in the comments below, and if you found this analysis helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more discussions like this one.
Thanks for watching.
Praise Skynet.